Good morning, guys. Okay, today's topic we said we are going to cover introduction to trading indicators. First, I'm going to explain in layman's language what trading indicators is all about. Now, let's take for example, you bought a car and you say you just want to drive, you just want to go somewhere and buy something. Now, on your way to that place, it happens that you need to turn right to enter a particular street. Now, you put on your navigator. It's now indicating to whoever that is behind you that you are heading to the right. It's navigating, indicating that you are heading to the right. You get that you are going to stop somewhere by your right, so the person behind you already knows what to do. Now that's a typical example of indicator. In chart trading, indicator tells you where the price of this coin might actually stop, or if there will be a reversal, or might actually stop means whether going up or coming down. Now, although support and resistance helps to play a very important role in saying, okay, this maybe in an uptrend and it started coming down, this coin will actually stop at this price level. Although support will help to do that and resistance will also help to do that, most indicators can also help you to act as a support or as a resistance. Now we are going to first talk about how to enable these indicators. First of all, open your chart. We come to our Binance. We already added ADA/BTC, so you're going to click on ADA/BTC, and we are on our H4 time frame. Now, what else are we going to do? What we are going to do is we want to enable the indicators. First of all, let's click on this eye. Let's click on this eye here. So we click on it and then we say indicators. We want to show every indicator. That's one. Then secondly, we now want to add it, and what we are going to do is click on this one. If you are using an Android, it will be easy for you, and you click on it, and here I've added most indicators. I'm going to disable them. So that they will be easy for you to understand. Now let's go back. Now nothing is showing in these indicators, even though it's enabled. It's enabled for you to see, but nothing is showing here. But now I want to add from our indicator topic. We talked something about from our indicator topic we talked something about moving averages, right? Now we already explained what moving averages means in the documentation. Now we are going to apply it here. How are we going to do that? We click on this, we click on the plus sign, we search for moving average. We search for moving average. We have it here. We said we have two types. We have simple moving average and we have exponential. I mostly use simple moving average. I normally make use of 20-day, 50-day, 100-day, or 20-day, 50-day, 200-day. If I want to use 100-day, I will make use of EMA, exponential moving average, 100-day and 8-day. Now I'm going to tell you what those 800, 200 is all about and how you can add them. Now let's say we want to add we add the SMA, we add this, for example, simple moving average, and we click on it. Now you are seeing this place. It's saying current period is 9. Now that should not scare you. The only thing you're going to do is click on that 9. You can select the number of days you want. Let me say I want to choose 50. Let me say I want to choose 30. Let me choose 30. I think I already have 50. So let me choose 30. So once I choose 30, I click on OK. Now 30 is there. I can give it another color I want. Let me say I want something like this. Okay, I think I'm okay. I can make it a bit thick by clicking on the width or this. So another thing I want to do is nothing else. Now I can go back. And it's already added for me here. Now when I go back, I'm going to see it here. That's the line. So I'm going to explain something here. It's a 30-day moving average. Now notice what happened there. It was acting, we remember I said it normally acts as a support or resistance. Now from here to here, it was acting as a support, because whenever the price touches below, it goes back up, goes back up until it finally breaks it somewhere around here. Now whenever a candle breaks a moving average, the moving average will start to act as a resistance. It won't allow the price of the coin to move up until it breaks above it again. In this scenario, we notice that after it breaks below, it tried to go up, was restricted by the MA. It comes down, tried to move up again, was restricted, come down, tried to move up, stayed a bit and moved up. Now it moved up and stayed a bit here, meaning it's trying to battle with the normal resistance. This place is a resistance, so it's trying to battle with normal resistance at 550 sats. So after everything, it finally got broken. Now this our MA, it's about to start acting as a support. When going up, because that was what actually happened here. It was acting as a support all along from here. So that's actually how moving average works. But I'm going to disable this one I just added, and I can just add my normal 10, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. The thick one is the 10 and the thin one is the 50. You see what I'm talking about here. So maybe I disable them and add just one. I'll add just 120, and let's see. Now that's actually the same thing as the 30. When you see it acting as a support and when you see it acting as a resistance. So I would tell you, as a trader, when you can buy this coin, if you noticed when you can buy this coin, once you notice that this price there has moved above this moving average, all you are going to do is buy here, set a buy order here. That's around 4480 or 4477. Once picked, what's going to happen is that its price will go up, and you can sell at 622. When you sell at 622, which is a resistance level, you can wait until it comes down and finds a support. That support is somewhere around 510. This place is a support. That's why it actually didn't break here in the first place, and that's why it also didn't wasted time around this region in the first place. So it knows the support already. So once it hits the support, you buy again and it starts going up. And because it has broken this place, you just buy and it goes up. That's but if you are holding and you are holding up to this place, and immediately you see it break here, you sell and you see it started coming down. So that's about moving averages. The next one we have in line is exponential. You can also add it. I've reached, so let me see if I can delete. I delete one and add. I will type exponential. I will type exponential and still choose the period of day I want and all. And the next one I want to add from in the indicators is what we call trading volume. Trading volume helps us to know when how should I put it, the amount of money that is being pushed into the market for that coin, for people buying that coin. If the demand is too much, people will start pushing money, the volume of the coin will start going up. Now this is where you see the volume. This is where the volume is. 24-hour volume. That is the place. So you constantly need to always monitor here. Once it starts going up, you know that the price of the coin is about going up because demand is now much. That's volume. That's volume, and you also need to add it here from here. Another thing you can add is relative strength index, RSI. From our documentation, we've covered what RSI can do. We said that when it's below 30, it's oversold, and when it's above 70, it's overbought. So I've already added it, but if you don't know how to add, you can just, if you don't know how to add, you can just click on this plus sign, search for relative or RSI, see it here, and you just add automatically. And once you see there, let me enable. Okay, I think let me delete and enable the one I already have here and go back. Now did you see it here? Did you see it appear here? Now if you noticed what happened here, you see that I said when it's below 30 or 25, it's oversold, and when it's above 70, it's overbought. And what normally happens that when it's above 70 and it's overbought, if you are holding that coin, you need to sell it and take profit, because next thing it will do is to start coming down. Next thing the coin will do is start coming down. I will give you an example here. I'll give you an example here. It's already above 70 because this is 73. So it's already this is 73, so it's already above 70. So what you're going to do is to sell that coin. That's now for you to know that these indicators almost work in hand. This is trading here and is above 70, and this is it here, and it's on a resistance level. Because it's in an overbought position, you sell it. Now people that took profit at this axis are the ones that made the profit. So the next thing that happened is the market now start coming down. That was exactly what happened here as well. So whenever you see a coin in an overbought position, you sell the coin. You sell the coin and take profit. Now when you see it in an oversold region here, you buy the coin. This is exactly, and buying the coin here in oversold region, when you see it here, you also know that it's facing a support it's sitting on a support, and we said that buy a support, sell at a resistance. So if you have bought this coin at this support region here, you could have held it, even though you don't want to wait for it to break above this moving average. You can hold if you have bought at this support region, because it's trading below to 30. You are going to hold it, and when it touches the resistance, you sell off, because also in an overbought position. So I don't know if this RSI is actually clear in conjunction with the support and resistance, and also the moving averages. If it's still not clear to you, I will also use no, H4 to say, or H1 to say, or 5 minutes, any time frame at all. So whatever time frame you use, whenever you see it above, you know that you sell. Once you see it above 70, you sell. Once you see it below 30, you buy. So you notice somewhere like here now in 5 minutes chart. That's why I tell you it doesn't matter the time frame. Everything works in every time frame. So you see this below 30, and you see this here, you see that immediately it's below 30, people bought, and if you're among the people that bought, what happens is that it moved up immediately, and you are back in profit. So there's no two ways about how to trade. It's just all about mastering the indicators, the techniques, the technical analysis. And what I'm actually doing here is technical analysis. I'm analyzing this market for you. Now I'm going to switch back to my H4 time frame, and I can tell you that this market, if everything works fine, even though it's about heading in its overbought region, the market still has a chance to hit 580 before it can actually drop back. But in this situation, it's actually facing a resistance, because where it is now is a resistance level, and this 580. So that's all for relative strength index. Another one we want to talk about is moving average, convergence, and divergence. You can also add it the same way you add others, but I've added mine, so I'm going to enable. I click on enable, and I click on enable. Oh, I click on enable, and I will see it somewhere around here. So that's basically how you can add it, and you can now go and read how it works. You get. And another one we have is stochastic oscillator. It works same as RSI, but you can find it on Tap Trader. You can find it on like Binance or TradeView. You get. So another one we have is something like Bollinger Bollinger Band. The same way you've added others, that same way you can add Bollinger. You just type Bollinger and you add it, that's all. So I don't normally make use of it, but when you add it, you read the documentation of the Bollinger, and you see the upper, middle, and lower moving averages, and what they talks about, and how it works with candlesticks and trade as a whole. So the next one is what we call the next one is what we call the next one is what we call okay, we've covered relative strength index. We've covered almost everything. The next one is Fibonacci. Although I mentioned something about a bearish RSI divergence and all, I'm going to talk about it briefly. I'm going to talk about it briefly, and I'm going to use, let me just use a coin like Ethereum. Now, I'm going to use Ethereum for this. Now, if we put this on daily, we want to talk about Ethereum on the daily. Okay, let's use a time frame of H4 and talk about the stuff. So what we actually have here, we notice that we entered overbought region here, and this is it here. We entered it again here, and this is it here. What we are talking about here is bearish divergence and bullish divergence, but we are going to learn more on that when you enter the group. But I'm going to give you an insight. If you notice here, even though it actually got deviated, the rule of bearish divergence says that the RSI, if the indicator is in a higher low, lower highs, because the high of this one is longer than the high of the second one, so it's saying lower high. But the price action which is the chart, is higher high. This is the first high, this is the second high, which is saying higher high. If you are seeing something like this, it means that the market was supposed to dump, but unfortunately we didn't dump, we kept moving up. That means it deviated the rule was invalidated. But in a normal circumstance, when you see it, you have to short it. If you see a higher where the indicator is giving you a higher low, and the and the price action is giving you a different thing, you buy the coin or you sell the coin depending on what it's telling you. So that's just it. Our next is going to be Fibonacci retracement, and we are going to cover that in tomorrow's topic. So for now, let's enjoy this video. Thank you all for coming.